it's Kim Saracen, the Queen of Hearts, and today we are focused on why attractive women have the hardest time in love. So there's a big misconception out there that good-looking women have an easier time attracting men or just an easier time overall in relationships with men, that it's kind of a breeze for them. Look, I have conducted over 30,000 private sessions on love with women, and that could not be further from the truth. In fact, I find the better looking the woman, the more and greater challenges that she has with men. And if you're watching this and thinking, but Kim, I'm not a supermodel, I don't have classic great looks, so does this apply to me? Well, it does, because what I'm going to be sharing about the number one thing that men are looking for in women is definitely going to apply to you. So stick with me here. So getting back to attractive women having challenges in their love life, here's the thing. With good-looking women who are these classic beauties or supermodels, whatever you want to call it, they've been kind of, well, as they were in their teens and getting older, they realized that men hit on them a lot. So they get hit on a lot. They get men coming up to them, approaching them all the time, wherever they go. And what this installs as a belief in their mind is that men only like them for their looks. So what then happens is, over time, their self-esteem and their self-worth lessens to a greater degree. And it keeps getting chipped away and chipped away because they have this belief that men only want them for their looks. And so because their self-esteem and self-worth is so low, what they end up doing is sleeping, well, first of all, attracting the wrong kind of guys, attracting a lot of bad boys, a lot of men who are kind of surface relationships, men that just aren't good for them at all. And I know if you're watching, you've probably had that experience as well, but this happens to an even greater degree with women who are classically beautiful. So, because they have this low self-worth and low self-esteem, yet are yearning to have an intimate relationship, what they do is they sleep with men really early on. So after the first or second date, they're right in there sleeping with a guy rather than waiting for a period of time or allowing a courtship to develop over time. And so I call this playing your sex card. Now, not just good-looking women do this. There's a lot of women who do this. And the reason that we have sex with men often too early is because sex for us is a way to cement the relationship. It's a way to seal the deal and really kind of hook that guy in. But that's not what's happening for men. For men, if you sleep with him within a month of meeting him, well, he's pretty much looking at you as definitely not girlfriend material, not long-term relationship, and basically is a one-night stand. Because here's the thing for men, what they are really looking for in a woman is a woman who is virtuous. Yes, they know that you've probably slept with other guys in the past, but they don't want you acting as someone who is a loose woman, who's just an easy woman. As you're maybe probably aware, men love to rise to a challenge. And it's not about playing games. It's about actually being mature about this and allowing a courtship to develop over time and allowing him to impress you and do things for you, and for you to decide whether he is worthy of you. So with this sleeping with men too early, as soon as you do that, as I said, you're no longer long-term relationship material. So what is a virtuous woman? Well, virtue is a woman who is sensual but not sexual, not overtly sexual. She's a woman who has standards and very clear boundaries, and a woman who basically waits a relatively longer period of time before she'll go to bed with a guy. Now, people have asked me tons of times what are the right timelines for something like this for when you're sleeping with a guy. And honestly, I would wait 2 to 3 months. If you want to come across as a virtuous woman, I would say 2 to 3 months before you're sleeping with a guy, because it's going to take about 3 months for you to really see who he is. The first month, every guy's amazing, right? They're paying attention, they're texting, and they're calling you every other day, and they're making plans. And that will all happen in the first month. But a guy who isn't sincere, his energy is going to wear down, because if he has a hidden agenda to have sex with you and you're not sleeping with him, then he's going to take off within probably about 4 weeks after your first date. That's, in my experience, what I see. So look, if you have this pattern of playing your sex card in order to cement a bond with a man, what I recommend doing is taking yourself off the dating scene first of all. And the reason I want you to do that is because you need to step back. If this is a strong pattern for you, it's nearly impossible to heal patterns or break them and start creating new patterns that serve you while you're still in the dating process. It doesn't have to be a long period of time, but it has to be enough time that you are making some serious changes and really seriously committing to doing things differently. So while you're taking that time off, think about how you can raise your standards, what you're going to put in place to make sure that you're extending that courtship, and who you're going to surround yourself with, or self-worth. I love self-worth. Who you're going to surround yourself with to support you in sticking to what you're committed to. It might be getting professional help. It might be getting a coach. It might be having some girlfriends, be there to support you and keep you in line, whatever it is. But trying to do this on your own can be very difficult. So you need to have a very supportive cheerleading section in your corner in order to shift this. So there you go. Number one thing that guys are looking for is virtue. And that's how you want to be starting to show up in order to have, or in order to attract a higher quality guy and come across as more girlfriend material than one night stand material. Okay, hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to share your comments. I love hearing from you. Take care. Bye for now.